Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
Men versus Women 3. So I've come to chapter 3 and Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. And this chapter is called Marriage Physics, and it's really short. I love how he starts off this chapter by saying 100% of divorces start with a marriage. That is so true. There would not be any divorces without marriage. But the plan God has for us involves us not being alone, but in a relationship. As our heavenly parents are a team, he talks about marriage or union in different places in the Bible, Mark 10:6-9. But from the beginning of the creation God made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. And they twain shall be one flesh, so then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. I get that part of physics, and it wasn't until I saw a YouTube video mentioning the importance of two becoming one, and how the sexual sin is the only sin where you can physically connect to another human being, becoming one with them. And that leaves residue on you for all time forward. It was a real eye-opener to me. I understand the concept, but not the why of it. I talked to a male friend after being left. I was in such a bad place and he was vibrating from a place I could relate to at the time. This friend is not a member of the church, just the best friend of one of my early boyfriends, and we just happened to get in contact again in this, my hour of need. Anyway, he is a very free spirit when it comes to matters of flesh. Can I put it that way? His teasing and bantering and wanting me to react got me out of the feeling of being paralyzed. And him trying to shock me was like someone nudging me to wake up from a nightmare. But what I learned was how lonely he was. Not lonely like alone, but with a deep wound in really connecting to another human. I think that this is the importance of marriage physics. The importance of not indulging in it, because it can leave scars and feelings of depletion and emptiness on such a deep and profound level. I lost contact for a bit, but as far as I heard, he now has found someone he truly cares about, so I'm really happy for him. I also read a lot of comments in different single groups that I am in about the importance of physical intimacy. And it makes me sad when a lot of those comments is in regards of why wait. We've been married and divorced. We know what making babies is all about. And why not take the car for a spin before buying it? And yes, it literally said so. But now, after the knowledge I've gained and I understanding just how important it is to not go for a test drive, for buying the goods in the sack, so to speak, it helps me keep my soul intact. For every person I let into my body and unite with, they take a part of me with them. I've been learning how to read the Akashic records, and there they talk about soul loss. It's not in this concept, but in a way it is for me. I give up a part of me and give this to someone else. It says, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. I know I feel lonely now, and I truly hope that there is someone out there for me. I just hope that when I meet him, I will have the strength to stand in my integrity. Because I believe with all my heart what we read in Genesis 1:27-28. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Genesis 2:7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. 18. And the Lord said, It is not good for the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him. 21-24. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs, and then closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. I miss that. I truly miss that. Even though my marriage was far from good, I feel the longing inside to belong to a team. But in this process, I understand that it has been the most important journey I have ever been on these past years, to understand me. So even though I long for a partner, I'm a bit scared that the growth I'm in would be affected. It was actually on one of our training sessions that the trainer for Magnetic Mind wanted us to look at our true desired outcome and find wrongs with it. I was like, what are you talking about? If it's my innermost dream coming true, wouldn't it just be good? And then she took her own life as an example, how she really wanted to find true love again. And what if she did? It would affect her life, her time, her living space, more cooking, more cleaning. And I was like, yeah, it would have that dimension to it too. And in order not to place that desired outcome on an impossible to reach pedestal, but as a true end choice, it consists of good and bad, and it made me think. I'm on this amazing journey. I'm going for the certification. I want to build something up that will not just be for the here and now, but a legacy of sort. Do I actually have the time right now? I don't know. Honestly, what would I do if God placed Mr. Right on my path? Or I do know, but it would still require a lot of sacrifice and choices. So I think I will enjoy the journey a little longer, and I won't be in a hurry to get to the end too fast. How is your life? How are your marriage physics coming along? And just like when Jesus got loaves and fishes and fed the multitudes, if we do our best by the law of grace, God will help us. I never lost sight of the love I had for my husband. To the end, he was the one in my heart, even though I lost sight of me. But he did. He forgot who I was to him, why he had chosen me to start with. It is in the little choices we do every day that we either grow together or grow apart. I was blind, but now I see. I was alone in the twosomeness, and now I'm alone and feel more loved than ever. Life is interesting, to say the least, and even though this chapter was like 1 page long, it still gave me plenty of insights. I really hope you take care of yourself and of the significant people in your life. And I'll see if I can find that YouTube video and link it here, because it really was an interesting viewpoint. Until next time, be the light, share the light, spread the light, and shine.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.